Why fear? Why the shivers down your spine? Why the pounding of your heart? Fear is something we've been told to conquer, to suppress, to silence. But what if you've been told a lie? What if fear isn't your enemy, but your greatest weapon? Today we're diving into the shadows, peeling back the layers of a truth you've never dared to face. Stick with me, and I promise you this. By the end of this video, fear will no longer control you. You will control it. Fear is your greatest motivator. Not ambition, not hope. Fear. But here's the catch. Most of you are running from it. And that is your greatest mistake. Because fear is a beast that only respects those who stand up to it, grab it by the throat, and say, I'm in charge now. If you're ready to learn how to weaponize your fear, to turn it into the driving force of your life, keep watching. Fear. It's ancient, primal, hardwired into every fiber of your being. It's the alarm bell that keeps you alive, the force that has driven humanity to survive against all odds. But modern society, it's dulled the edge. We've been taught to avoid fear, to stay safe, to remain comfortable. The truth? Fear isn't here to stop you. It's here to wake you up, to sharpen your instincts, to make you dangerous. What are you afraid of? Failure, rejection, pain, good, because that's where your potential hides. Fear isn't a barrier, it's a spotlight, pointing directly at what matters most. You fear failure because success is important to you. You fear rejection because connection is vital. Don't run from these signals. Lean into them. Let's talk about what happens when you ignore fear, when you let it control you. You play it safe. You stay small. You avoid risk, avoid failure, avoid discomfort. But here's the cruel joke. In trying to avoid fear, you create the very life you're afraid of. A life of mediocrity, a life of regret. Fear doesn't go away when you ignore it. It grows, it festers, it controls you in ways you don't even realize. Every great achievement in history has a common denominator. Someone who faced their fears and acted anyway. The fear never disappeared. They just decided that what they wanted was more important than what they were afraid of. Now that you understand the truth about fear, let's weaponize it. Step 1. Acknowledge it. Don't suppress it. Don't deny it. Feel it. Name it. Identify what you're afraid of and why. This clarity is power. Step 2. Define the stakes. What will happen if you fail? What will happen if you don't even try? Fear becomes a motivator when the cost of inaction outweighs the cost of failure. Make those stakes real. Step 3. Channel it. Fear is energy. Use it. The adrenaline it gives you, that's fuel. The focus it brings, that's your weapon. Funnel all of it into action. Step 4. Face it repeatedly. Fear shrinks every time you confront it. Start small, but start now. The more you face your fears, the stronger you become. When you make fear your ally, it changes everything. You stop running. You stop hiding. You start living. Because fear is no longer the enemy. It's the fire that fuels you. Imagine what you could achieve if you stopped letting fear hold you back. If every time you felt it, you used it as a signal to move forward instead of retreating. This is your moment, right now. Feel the fear. Let it push you, let it drive you, and let it make you unstoppable. Remember this. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is the key. The question is, will you use it, or will you let it use you? The choice is yours. But if you've made it this far, I already know the answer. Go, face the darkness, and rise. If this resonated with you, join me on this journey and let's conquer the darkness together.